I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, I'm delighted to introduce you to a very talented author. His name is Matt Shea. He has written a gripping novel. It is called Pavlov. The story weaves together elements of suspense, spirituality, and the supernatural in an exploration of human desires, choices, and consequences, with a unique blend of character development and twists you just won't expect. The author invites readers to embark on a journey with Sadie Collins, a materialistic young woman whose life is upended by a mysterious slot machine named Pavlov. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel, but more importantly, purchasing this wonderful book. The links are below. So good to see you here today, Matt.
Oh, thank you, Logan. I'm so honored to be here. And once again, happy Halloween to you and everyone.
Same to you. You could see my costume today. I'm going as the most scary thing in the world, a newscaster. You don't want a newscaster knocking at your door, that's for sure. Anyway, loved your book, Pavlov. Let's give the folks at home an overview. Let's give them the big picture. What is Pavlov all about?
Well, Pavlov is about you have to watch out for what you ask for because lo and behold, it might come true. And a lot of times, a younger person will be deceived because of where they are in regards to growth, and they will not realize what they're actually asking for. And so, Sadie Collins, our main character, she has a battle in life because she never knew her biological father. A wonderful man married her mom, and she has two fantastic stepdaughters. But she still felt a little on the outside and growing into the fact that they do indeed love her. And hey, she is a member of a great family. But anyway, she utilized her beauty to have the finer things in the community open doors for her. And one night she looked up to the heavens and proclaimed, "I will accept anything that will bring me lavish gifts." Well, her voice carried throughout the universe, and an evil entity heard that, interpreted as a challenge, and entered her life. And so she started to get things that she thought she wanted, and she thought it was nothing more than good life. And then she realized she was actually having a relationship with an evil entity that she indeed challenged. And it was her church group that had to spell it out to her and decipher her experiences. And then she had to make a decision which side of the spiritual fence to go.
Wonderful. When you hear the name Pavlov, you think of the dogs, of course. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to title the book Pavlov and why you came up with the slot machine named Pavlov.
The reason I did that is I used to work at a casino. I personally don't gamble. And when I worked at a casino, I knew I was going to be writing a book about them. In fact, my third book on casinos should be out before Christmas. Pavlov is the second one. We have 10 paperbacks out so far. But anyway, I spent a year and a half doing a case study on the 6 casinos in my general area, having worked in one. And then I also spent a year in the saddle, on again, off again, playing slot machines, even though I'm a fish out of water, and talking to the managers, the security, the maintenance people, the guys who assemble the things, put it together, the various support groups I joined to know more about gambling. We start to anticipate the good thing, like the dog in Pavlov. The way that dog had come to know the reward system and the systematic function, Sadie Collins started to go back to the well, expecting more of these good things, until she realized it was beyond technology. It was a different type of life, a dark spirit entering her life. And why? She found out why. She actually invited it in, and it took her up on the offer. It wanted something in exchange, and we know what that's going to be.
Exactly. Sadie's transformation in the book from a materialistic individual to someone seeking spiritual help is profound. Tell us a little bit about her character development and what do you hope readers take away from her journey?
Initially in life, it was her and her loving mother. And then her mom met a fabulous working man, a good man. So mom marries this wonderful man and they have two children. And she misinterpreted the situation. She thought she was odd man out instead of being graced with what a family you have. Keeps getting better and better. And so she reverted back from her faith that she always had, and she was going renegade independent, sampling the things that attracted a lot of glitter in this small town USA community she lived in. And then she started bending the rules to get the finer things in life via shortcuts.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, she meets a shyster who she found appealing for some reason. He was the advocate. He was a devil's advocate. His name was William Grace, and she met him in a casino, and she was mesmerized by him, but there was something wrong with this picture. As she got to know him, he was a pool shark, a shyster, and then he set her up to meet Pavlov, who was taking form of a slot machine to give her the things she wanted. And the machine always changed colors based on her fingernail. She was always going to the manicure. And anyway, at first, how wonderful. I'm getting all of this wealth. Everything I wish for happens. But this entity starts to want her to leave her church. It starts to contact her in dreams. It starts to do things in her bedroom. And it's like the taboo with the Ouija board. I cannot get far enough away from a Ouija board. I wish they never existed. I have never played with one. I never will. She was playing with that side of the fence and she needed spiritual help because she still had free will. And once she understood what Pavlov actually was, not the latest technology in video games, but an entity that came through to tantalize her with gifts, she did the right thing. She went back to the power of prayer and reached out to her fellowship in church.
It's a great story. It's a great moral. The slot machine granting wishes, but coming at a price is a great metaphor and very true in reality. You know, you might win some, but you're going to lose more. And that's for sure. And after a while, that machine might just own your soul as well. So that's great. Have you envisioned Pavlov as a movie or a series, perhaps?
I actually have because we all know I do a lot of shows on places that claim to be
Hmm.
haunted, and I don't talk to the life after. I go to old buildings, restaurants, parks, places that have such stories attacked, and I'll ask questions, and then we do fun radio shows. But it's like a zoo. I'm staying outside of the cage. I'm studying the animal, doing research. So this has always fascinated me. I've always believed in the power of prayer. And the trick with prayer is that it gives you what you actually need, but tell that to a kid when they want this bicycle or they want to fit in with the in crowd. When we get older, we start to get it. And sometimes our higher power, the Lord, will give us something we asked for just to show us that we really didn't want that. We really didn't need it. And so that's what she's going through. She's waking up and it's taking her back in time to the foundation her faith had given her. And she still had that faith and she knew it was stronger than whatever Pavlov could do to her.
Absolutely. And I think it's got the makings of a terrific film, that's for sure, or even a series with Sadie as a recurring character. Now, in the book, the lines between supernatural, natural, and spiritual often are blurred. How do you view the interplay between these two realms within the context of the book?
So often it starts off with innocence. For example, the casinos, those are legal places to go with legal activity. But it's like a bar. We could say the same thing. That person could have an alcohol problem in the making. For example, I myself played it safe and gave up alcohol many years ago. When it comes to the supernatural stuff, it doesn't get you at first. Everything is fine and you think it's a new gift in life, but it is starting to challenge, sway your values, and that's the first red flag. Then in time, the trade-off is being asked. Pavlov wanted something in return. Pavlov wanted her soul, her existence. And then she finds out that Pavlov had taken the shape of many different things based on people who challenged for the same thing. Her good friend from church, he wanted a beautiful motorcycle and said, I'll do anything to have it. So such a machine was being tantalized by him. There was somebody who wanted a piano. William Grace had a pool cue that he could never lose a game with. There's a trade-off of material things, and then we kind of see the forest from the trees and something's wrong with this picture. But it all starts off with innocence. They didn't realize they were going down that path initially.
Be careful what you wish for. That's one of the many morals within the pages of this book. Matt Shea has created an inventive, a unique, and a gripping novel. It is called Pavlov. The story weaves together elements of suspense, spirituality, and supernatural powers as well. This is a book you won't want to put down. It's a book that'll make you question your life. It's a book that will renew your faith. It's a wonderful book, and it is highly recommended here on the Spotlight Network. Matt, thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, Logan. I love your shows, and my gosh, I finally met you. I met the man, and happy holidays. The holidays are being kicked off. Today's Halloween. You enjoy the holidays. Appreciate you, Logan.
I appreciate you as well. Happy holidays. They do feel like they're right around the corner. Time to order that turkey. And there's the book. That's what you need to order in addition to the turkey this holiday season, because it would be a terrific gift. It is called Pavlov. It is about a grant-wishing slot machine named Pavlov, which could give you a little bit more than you bargained for.
I have a website, mattsheabooks.net, and it has a lot of free stories and a free audiobook for the family. So it's something for all. Thank you.
Sounds great. mattsheabooks.net. We will look for it, and the link will be below this interview as well. Matt, thanks so much for being our guest today.
Thank you, Logan.
My pleasure, sir. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.